Hi, something interesting just popped up on Twitter and I thought I'd share it with you because I find this sort of stuff rather fascinating. It comes from fellow YouTuber Sharif, who runs the Building Beautifully channel. Highly recommended, by the way, if you're into like urban planning and stuff like that. He's from Sydney as well, and he does like urban planning, infrastructure stuff. I'll link in like a really good video I liked about Town Hall Station and how confusing it is. Anyway, if you're into your urban infrastructure type stuff, urban development, especially in Sydney, then definitely check out his channel. Anyway, he posted on Twitter, so weird seeing all this completely empty land right opposite Bella Vista metro station. Of course, Bella Vista is in Norwest Business Park where I am, and I live nearby, so I'm intimately familiar with this location. So 5 years after it opened, they've just got this vacant land. And of course, vacant land is like gold here in Sydney. So why haven't they developed this? So he hopes that the development will start soon. Such a good location, and it is, because right next to the metro station and everything. And I noted that this is the old demolished shopping centre that used to be here. And linked in some planning stuff as well, and he remembers that as well, but he had forgotten that there was a shopping centre there. So I thought we'd actually check out an interesting thing in Google Maps. We can actually go back in time and have a look at this shopping centre, because I'm not sure if any other footage out there exists, because like here's the new Bella Vista metro station. For those who don't know, watch some of Sharif's videos. He's done tons of stuff on the Sydney metro and things like that. I've done a couple of videos on the Sydney, kind of about the Sydney metro as well, like taking you for a ride on it and things like that. I'll link it in that. I did a sunset video on the opening day of the Sydney metro, and that was, a lot of people liked that video. So anyway, here's the Bella Vista station here. It's part of Norwest Business Park, which is all down in here and all over this side and stuff. So, and these are all like really expensive houses in here, which have just been rezoned, I believe, by the way, because anything within 800 metres of a train station here in Sydney, or a metro station as we now call them with the new metro line, then that's ripe for, multi-story urban development, right? So you can build, I don't know how many stories, like the, 15 stories or something like that. And I think Bella Vista Station has just been earmarked as like 1.2 kilometres. Don't quote me on that, but 1.2 kilometres or something. They've expanded the envelope around the station where urban, they've changed the zoning rules here, as we have here. Local council set the zoning rules for what you can build in a particular location, and they've just expanded that envelope so around the station you can build up to, the rules have changed. So all these really expensive, like, some of these are $4-5 million houses right in the middle of Western Sydney suburbs, northwest Sydney here, right? And these are all being rezoned. So ooh, wouldn't necessarily like to be, but no one's going to knock down a $5 million home to build a high-rise yet. I don't know. Anyway, that could depend on how the economy's going and all that sort of jazz. Anyway, let's not get into it. Let's get into this interesting thing. I can take you back in time here. So this is the new Bella Vista station. When did it open? I can't remember, like 3-4 years ago now or something like that. So I believe this is the big field that Sharif was talking about here in his video here. And like all this beautiful empty land here right next to the Sydney Bella Vista metro station there. So let's have a look at that. If I get my little man for the look, we can see that there's some extra like stuff in here, which like in the middle of the field, and that's the old shopping centre. Like if you go into these parts here, you can actually see this is actually on the metro station now. Yeah, it should be. Yeah. So this is the new metro station and everything, but they actually demolished all of this. This was all like a huge shopping centre here, right? And they demolished all this to build the metro station. And if you go in here, I think you can get like the upper part of the metro station and stuff like that. There you go. So you can, do your walkthroughs at the Sydney metro. Anyway, I've done videos on that. But what I'm interested in is to show you inside here. Now let's see if I can time this right. If we actually go to this intersection here, this is where the roundabout used to be that goes into the went into the old shopping centre, right? So here it is. This is obviously the new one, right? Because this is the new metro station in here with the fancy whiz-bang things. There's the empty field over there, and there's some of the original development signs. And if we just move around here, we might be able to see maybe some changes. Aha! Look! We've stepped back in time. Isn't that wonderful? Now it's a roundabout. As I said, it used to be like this big roundabout. Now it's a big, now if we go back over to here, it's a big set of traffic lights, right? Used to be a roundabout going into a nice low profile, single level, suburban shopping center. So we can go from, this is all still under construction. So this is all, they didn't have the wraparound there like we saw before. They didn't, the barriers were still here. They were still working on it. There you go. And if we just go a bit, so this is after it's open. This is relatively now. In fact, it says October 2019. Sorry, you can't see the date. It's under my chair there, but that's April 2017. Okay, so they're building all of the Sydney Bella Vista metro station. There you go. It's under construction. And there you can see part of the shopping centre that's already been demolished. There you go. It's all in there. And like they're starting to build all the concrete casings and stuff like that. This is an underground station here. So, well, it pops above ground, but then like it goes under either end. So yeah, that's April 2017. So if we just go forward, this is now October 2019 and the metro station's open and the shopping centre's completely gone. If we just go forward a bit more, bingo, there's the old school. We have gone back. That is December 2009. So this is Google Street View from December 2009. It had the nice new roundabout. This is all part of Norwest Business Park here. That's all still there. But all of this has been demolished. So let's go in. Oh, we can't go down the wrong side of the road, can we? Oh, look, no. I'm taking a path. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we're in, okay? And it had lighting centers and it had Bristol paints here. And we used to shop here all the time. JW Computers, they've now moved to Castle Hill Shopping Centre. That's my local computer store where I get my computer stuff from. It has like a Subway, it had cafes. It was called Totally Home, Bella Vista. And it was like what we would call here as a homemaker centre. And it had a Macca's over here, had a BP Servo over here, had a pet store, right? So this is, Nick Scali, which is a furniture store. We've got Subway, there's the JW Computers. I can remember going there and still, no, I can't get through there anymore. Oh, I can go into Macca's drive-through though. And it's got, come on. Yeah, it seems to be, I think I'm stuck there. So let's actually go into this loop here, shall we? And boom, there you go, Clive Peters. They're like a furniture type store. And Freedom, that's another furniture store. 40 Winks is like a bed-in place. Let's have a look around here. And Everyday Living, another furniture store. So yeah, this is what we call a homemaker centre. What would you call this in Yankee land? Super fun furniture and bedding. Captain Curtain Wonderland. So if you want your curtains, Beaumont Tiles, that's where we got a lot of tiles for our house. We were renovating after we bought our house. We'd come here to get all the stuff. We get new carpet from Carpet Call here. Rug Mania, right? Famous Living, super cheap auto. I'd get like spare parts for the car and stuff. Lighting center. We've been into like all of these places, and they did. Yeah, there it is. A Hardly Normals over there, as we call it, Harvey Norman. We call it Hardly Normals, just like we called Dick Smith Tricky Dicks, back in the day. Anyway, I thought that was just like an interesting trip back in time. You can use Google Street View because this will all be gone, right? This will be gone from the internet in the next Google Streets update, right? It'll just vanish. Or often if you're on the same street, you can like choose. I know there's somehow, I haven't tried it for a long time, but you can slide, like do a timeline thing where you can slide back in time, but it may actually vanish because it's this section here which is no longer a road. So they might, I don't know, eventually remove it. If you do know exactly about the archive things of Google Maps, please leave it in the comments down below. But yeah, like this could all just vanish. And is there any, like, where is the history for this place? Has anyone done a drive? Like, I actually thought about it at the time. I thought, like, because I saw it being demolished and I thought, oh, that's a shame. Maybe I should just grab my camera and drive through. And I don't think I ever did. But it still remains here on Google Street View. So yeah, Nice little suburban shopping centre. Some people say, yeah, massive waste of land because it's all just one level kind of thing. We've got tons of shopping centres around here. So we've got like over in Castle Hill side of thing, which is just, a stone's throw away on the other side of Windsor Road. We've got big shopping centres. There's the main Castle Hill shopping centre, and there's 2 more local ones there and stuff like that. But which are more efficient, kind of like multi-story ones, so they make use of the land. But yeah, they knocked down all of this, whereas they didn't have to. They didn't need all of this gone to get the train station, because the train station's over in this, oh, there you go. We're in front of the cafe. There you go. Isn't that cute? Yeah, because the station's more over on the western side of this, so they didn't actually have to get rid of it all, but I get, but kind of like this was sort of like the centre. So all of this could have remained, but you can't have like a half-ass shopping centre. So it all just like, you had to sort of like buy it all up at once, I guess. So it's all gone. And all of this is now part of the urban renewal corridor. They've actually got a ton of land here. Look at this, right? It stretches all the way up here. And all of this strip in here, I think it is right up to Memorial Avenue up here, at least. I think, no, they're going to keep that around Kellyville, I think, because that's, green area. That's bush. So I think they're going to keep some of that. But all of this in here, I do believe they're going to keep all the bushland in here. That's Elizabeth MacArthur Creek. It's, a relatively important one for the region in terms of creeks and, native habitat and stuff like that. But all of this is definitely earmarked for commercial construction, and I've mentioned this in previous videos I've done on this, they all urban in Norwest Business Park, at least in Norwest Business Park, the government and council requirements are that all new commercial buildings, and I've covered this in definitely one of the videos I've done, I'll try and link it in. What they do is, if you're a developer and you want to build in this section, you have to build what's called a mixed use development. So usually on the bottom floor you might have restaurants or shops or something like that, and then on top of that you'll have commercial offices, like I'm in here, and then on top of that you must have residential on top. So the whole idea is that you live, work and play all in the same location. You don't have to travel out. Yeah, people will probably start leaving 15-minute cities in the comments down below in the World Economic Forum, blah blah blah. But realistically, where I live in Norwest Hills district here, literally everything that I do is like within 15 minutes easily drive. In fact, I can walk or cycle pretty much to everything we need. It really is quite remarkable, all the stuff that's out here in the business. I can even play golf if I want, right? Anyway, I can go to work in the business park, and I live nearby, and it has all the shopping, it has and all the entertainment, it has pretty much everything I want, like within 15 minutes. So in fact, 15 minutes is a huge radius around me. There's just the only thing I don't do in my local area is my dentist, because I've got like a specialist dentist who's like the families use this dentist for forever, and he's like more towards the city, so I have to hop on the metro and I go into there. But that's the only thing. It's not like we don't have dentists around here. There's tons of them, but I just choose to go to the existing one. But yeah, I just think it's fascinating, and I love those channels. Like I kind of love and feel bad about watching those abandoned shopping mall channels and stuff like that, especially in the US, abandoned malls. There's a whole YouTube channels out there dedicated to abandoned malls, but I find them absolutely fascinating, and a lot of them are still fully intact, but they're completely abandoned, and it's like walking through a time capsule. You go in there and like you're stepping back into the 1980s. It's really amazing. So if you've got examples of any time capsules like this on Google Maps, like this one, we can see the construction, and then boom, we can see the new one, and boom, then we just step back in time to in this particular case, December 2009. And this was a really good shopping center. It was packed on the weekends and everything. Everyone loved it. But these companies haven't gone out of business. They're all just elsewhere within the 15 minutes. So it's not really. Oh, I haven't seen a Clive Peters. Don't know what happened to Clive Peters, but, you know, a lot of these, and baby stuff. There was like a baby, oh, that's right. I think Clive Peters became Baby Kingdom. And then when we had the kids, we were like shopping there all the time for all our baby stuff at Baby Kingdom, I think it was called. I think they've gone out of business now, actually. And not because they bought out and shut down this mall. It was just, you know, one of those things. But yeah, this was a nice little urban shopping sort of centre. And I have very fond memories of, we've lived here, well, in the current house for 20 odd years or something, and we used to shop here all the time for almost everything. So yeah, if you've got any good examples of Google Maps urban time capsules like this, please leave it in the comments down below, if you can leave links. I'm not sure if you can these days. No. Anyway, you can leave the coordinates or something like that, and people can cut and paste. But yeah, I just think this is really good, and I hope it doesn't go away. I hope it's archived somewhere. So if you do know if it's archived, yeah, please leave that in the comments as well. Anyway, thank you very much, Sheriff, for like prompting this, because I enjoy doing videos like this also. So anyway, check out his channel, and I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. As always, discuss down below. Catch you next time.